Apologies if Julian seems a bit quiet today. He forgot to remind Wyatt to wear his headphones, so we used one audio track recording Wyatt speaking and Julian's Zoom audio instead of two separate tracks. Thank God Julian got a fancy new mic, or this could have been disastrous. I have been Stephen Hawking.
Hello.
Dude, you got an oily camera.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I tried to.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Jesus.
Disgusting.
So bad.
Standing for this one?
Hmm?
You standing for this one?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really sit on the bed. It's a bit annoying because, like, the mic is here. That's the problem.
You recording yet?
Not yet. Are you?
Yeah. Only doesn't matter if you don't have your audio. So.
Okay, I'm recording now.
Okay.
You hear me alright, by the way?
1, 2, 3. That one didn't work. Wait, did you do it at the right time?
I think so.
Okay, then that works. I can't tell by looking at you.
Have you got your podcast voice on or not yet?
This is the first time I've spoken today, so it's pretty early.
Yeah, you don't have it. You have to speak slower in a lower voice and just calmly.
That's your thing. I speak sporadically, and so what's the topic?
It's a great question. I didn't have one until 10 minutes ago. We need to figure out how we, come up with those topics because it's a lot of pressure on me, I think.
I had ideas, but I know you like to be the person.
Sure. I was thinking we can talk about diets and the food we eat.
Nice. Productivity.
It's always a good one.
Yeah. I haven't had the best diet over the past couple of days. Actually, it's been, compared to most people, it's pretty good still. But onto well, I don't know. Are we starting?
I don't know. Sure. Yeah. I mean, welcome back to Across the Pond with you and me.
Do we have to do the intro? We're doing the intro will be inserted into the recording, so it's gonna.
Yeah, you can insert so you can do your magic afterwards. Can you believe we've had a million downloads so far? We've been live for a week with the first podcast. It's just been insane, isn't it?
It is. I can believe it. I always felt like it would happen. Do you think it's copyright to use audio from YouTube of a recorded jam session, but it's not like...
Yeah, if you're ever in doubt, the answer is yes.
So diet. Do you want to just talk about what our diets are? Or?
Yeah, I mean, what's been your approach to food over the years? And did you do any of the, paleo diet, counting calories, so all this stuff?
No, I've never counted calories. When I was little... Never. I do weigh myself most mornings, and I'm 185 every time. Sometimes 186 one time, and sometimes 184. Not really often 184. More often 186. But every time.
That's pounds, right?
Yeah, kilograms. I guess that's the same. Are pounds the same as kilograms? Is that what the... Kilograms, to me, sound like a lot of weight. But they're not, right?
Well, 1 kilo is half a pound or a bit more than that, I think.
Okay. To me, I picture an elephant when I hear kilogram. But I'm wrong, obviously. Yeah, when I was little, I had a lot of chocolate and whatever my mom made. It's crazy how I was talking to someone about their favorite meals growing up, and their mom made the same meals my mom made: spaghetti and meatballs and meatloaf, and what else was it? My mom made beef stroganoff a lot. I don't know, but it's every mom has the same playbook, or it's just easy food to make. Yeah, I ate a lot of that. And then in college, skipping from childhood to college, I remember when I first got to school, there's a soft serve machine, and there's just a buffet. I guess not really buffet, it's cafeteria, but it's just endless food.
Soft serve machine.
Soft serve ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys call it? Freezy.
No.
Freezy creamy.
No, in my head I was picturing a self-serve where you go and pick up your food, but then you said machine and that confused me. But yeah, you're talking about drinks. That makes sense.
Yeah. Not drinks. Ice cream.
Like ice cream, yeah, potato.
Soft serve. What do you guys call it? You guys just have gelato and stuff, which I don't like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It is the Mr. Whippy as well. It's just like soft ice cream you get on there in beach towns.
All right, so we had a Mr. Whippy machine, and I had a couple Mr. Whippies a night, and I had like fruit punch with every meal. I could not drink water with food. And then when someone else at school said like, you can't keep eating like that, I'm like, watch me. And then I doubled down on the Mr. Whippies. And then after a week, I'm like, this is probably not a good idea. And then I like completely shifted the diet. Like, it's like, I don't know, I still had like sandwiches and stuff and like that. But like I cut out the Whippies, the fruit punch, only water. That's when I started actually paying attention to like exercising and stuff too. And I think gradually over the years I've cut out. Like when I first moved to New York, I had bacon, egg, and cheese every morning and like Italian subs all the time. But then when COVID hit, like I was like, I don't really have any fish ever. So then I started eating salmon for dinner, and I've done that for the past 3 years. And it still tastes all right.
Salmon every dinner.
If I don't go to dinner, then if I'm at home, yeah. Or a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah. A lot of protein in there.
A swirly fried chicken, whatever you guys call it over there. Rotisserie chicken.
No, rotisserie. It's
Okay.
like that French word.
That's probably a word that you guys made up, yeah. So that's my history of my diet.
Okay, so you've never actually followed any diet.
Well, I've never like counted or done it. Are you frozen? I really hope you're not frozen. That would suck. You're frozen on my end. I don't know if you can hear me or see me. You're back.
No. Was it me or was it you?
I'm not frozen.
You were frozen.
Not on my end.
You were as frozen as those Mr. Whippies you ate at lunch every day.
Mr. Whippies are pretty soft. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was saying that I've never like counted calories or like tried to like optimize based off of like scientific
Macros.
things or macros. I've just figured that if I eat greens and meat and some nuts, like that seems like what my body is supposed to eat. So it works
Still
out.
smart.
Right? Isn't that
Yeah.
like, doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It does make sense, but I don't know. Yeah, I think I've tried every single diet that exists, pretty much. I did count calories for a while, and during lockdown, the first lockdown that we had in the UK, I was eating 1,800 calories a day. I did that for 6 to 8 weeks, and I think I lost 6 kilograms.
It's 3 pounds.
So I went from... No, that's 12. It's like 14 pounds probably.
Wait, so I thought you said a kilogram's half a pound.
No, a pound is it's more than half a kilo. Yeah, so I lost a lot of weight. I think a lot of that was sort of muscle, so it was a bit annoying. Yeah, I think that's the only time I really stuck to eating calories. I still do a bit of intermittent fasting, so I tend to only eat from 12 to 8.
Yeah.
Have you done that before?
Yeah.
Fasting?
That one, that actually does work too. I went through a period of like, I wouldn't eat breakfast until I went to like, I do like a combination of like keto. I guess that's the only time I actually did like a diet. I did like a keto and fasting thing. And
so we're getting there now.
into
so you've done intermittent fasting and keto.
Into
so
me being honest.
2 diets you've done.
Yeah. We're getting to the honest portion of the podcast. All you have to do is keep asking questions and I'll slip up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think I would get to work at like 9 or something, and then I would order bacon and eggs, or pick it up at like a bodega, and I would eat a lot of bacon and eggs, and I'd have like a huge lunch and just like snack on things, like nuts or whatever, throughout the day, and I'd stop at 5, and yeah, it's gotten to be like the same as I have now. Of like, I'm still like 185. I think at this point my body just, unless I go off the rails, it just kind of knows where it wants to sit. But fasting, there's a dude at my gym who's like 60, but he fasts and does keto, and he's like, he looks just as good as me or you. Definitely, at least I was gonna say at least me, but I didn't know if that was more of an insult to me or you. Except for like the fact that he's old and has some wrinkles. That does work. You said you did the fasting. Did you enjoy it or stopped or?
Yeah, I tried. Like I've done different variations of it throughout the years. Like I really started doing it in July this year, I think. So I just do 12 till 8. Although I had a week off last week and I've not gone back to doing it just yet. But from tomorrow, I'll probably go back to doing it. Yeah, I'm not really hungry in the morning. I get hungry around 11 a.m., 12. So it's actually very easy to do for me. And then stops me from snacking after 8 p.m., which is literally what I would normally do. Eat a lot of crap after 8. I think we're the same weight. I've just translated it from like pounds to kilograms.
Except you're a foot shorter.
Am I shorter?
Yeah, you're short and wide.
What's your height?
People on the podcast don't. They can't. They're just gonna picture you. You're about 5 foot 185, and you got a long handlebar mustache. But yeah,
we're gonna just start recording videos.
We can't help the bodies that God gave us. But it's good that you're consistent with your weight at that small stature. It's probably mostly in your mustache, though.
Are you done?
Sure.
I'm 5'11", and I'm 85 kilos, which is about just more than 185 pounds, I think.
Yeah, I think we're about the same height. I always said I was 6'1", until a girl once said, "You're not 6 foot," and I was like, "Oh, I guess I'm not." I never really thought about it, but a doctor did tell me I was 6 foot. But I think she was being nice and probably rounded up a little bit. But I'm gonna say I'm 6 foot. But do you feel like that? You're 5'11". You're so close. Do you feel like do you ever round up? Do you feel like you want to round up? Is it the same for like? Go ahead.
No. You got keep going.
I was gonna say like, I feel like guys, like, since I'm into girls have a bigger deal about the height thing than.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know if the gay community has the same.
The whole community is as a whole. No, I think, I agree. I've got a few friends who are quite tall and they don't want to date anyone shorter than them.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm 5'11" and a half, I think. But again, growing up in France, we don't measure ourselves in foot and feet.
Yeah.
We measure ourselves with centimeters and meters.
That's actually pretty crazy.
1.81.
So what do people round up for in imperial? What do they round? Not imperial, metric. What do they round up to? Do they round up to anything?
Well, I guess you'd round up to the next decimal. Is that the right word? I don't know. We'll never know. But like if you were like 179, maybe you say like I'm 180. But even then, like people don't really lie about their height, I think, in the metric system.
That's probably the one benefit of metric.
Yeah. To be exact.
I never even thought about that. I don't know why no one ever talks about that. Because like here, 6 foot is like such a line.
No, because then I think you go straight to like 190 or like 2 meters, and that's just very tall. So I think 180 is like the average nowadays.
Huh.
I'm just about. I think I'm 181 or 182. I don't know.
Interesting.
Is it interesting?
It is really interesting. You don't think that's interesting? Like over here, people talk about height all the time. I don't talk about it too much until that moment where I realized I wasn't 6 foot came up. But yeah, it's like such a big deal. But for you guys, because of a different measurement system, it's not. That seems pretty weird.
Well, yeah, I should specify. This is only if, like, so France follows the metric system, but in the UK they actually follow the imperial one. So there's the same conversations here in the UK where people always say they're 6 foot when they're not.
Well, that's the same everywhere. How about your diet?
Oh yeah. So I've been pescatarian for 6 years now. I think 6, 7 years.
Did we never talk about that?
Did we? Oh, we did because where the hotel we stayed at in New Orleans for that work event.
Oh yeah.
Had beef jerky that you were obsessed with, and you said like, you should try it. I don't eat meat.
Beef jerky.
So, yeah.
Where'd they have the beef jerky?
Yeah, because
I do remember. I do now remember bugging you about not eating meat, but I don't remember the beef jerky.
really, or what was it? I mean, there was something else in your room that you took from the minibar.
Oh no, probably beef jerky. It was in my room. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do eat quite a lot of fish. Basically I don't eat meat, but apart from that, I think my first meal here will be a lunch. I do eat a lot of veg. I do like pasta, rice, and couscous, so I do have quite a lot of that as well. A lot of dairy, cheese especially. Yeah, I think that's mainly it. Have you had a big thing in the US with they call ultra processed foods? Like in the past year or so, it's hit mainstream in the UK, and everyone talks about them. So people are trying to remove them from the diet, but it's pretty much everything.
I saw some clip that was talking about, like, it seemed like it was like a legal case of them talking about U.S. foods have this much processed stuff and like European foods have none, but it's just the same company, just because like there's less regulations on what we send out or something. But I am not like aware of the movement, but I'm sure some people are talking about it. Well, I actually don't even know what processed food is. Is it just stuff with preservatives in it? Is that what processed food is? Like
emulsifiers, anything that's been like massively processed. So like any bread, a sliced bread for instance, that's got sugar in it, it's got oil, it's got emulsifier. It tends to have a very long shelf life, but it's just full of crap. So people, I think, start to try and avoid this kind of foods, and all the vegetable oils as well, seed oil. Sorry, people try to avoid as well. But so I did that for a while, but it's really hard because literally everything has those ingredients.
They should start a company called Portable Farms, and it's 4 to 10 acre farms that you can put. I'm trying to think for Manhattan where it would go. Maybe on the river. I guess it's just what a normal farm is. It's just, yeah, it doesn't really work. You have to grow all your own. If someone did like kits for your house, and you could just plant it and grow it yourself, then you wouldn't have meat. I don't know. Have you seen some like farming places are doing vertical farming now, where it's like they have like a hydroponic setups where they can just do the same stuff that normal farms can do in like a very small space, and it's just not as bad.
It's in that actually.
But no, what do you when you're looking for things in the grocery store that don't have processing, what are you looking for? Or can you even find it in a normal grocery store?
Well, apparently for every single like recipe that like let's say like you talked about earlier about the spaghetti bolognese or a lasagna, there is always like a ultra processed equivalent. So if you go to the supermarket, they'll have like a ready meal, and those tend to have emulsifiers, added salt, added sugar. But essentially, you can make the same thing at home, just buying your minced beef and like the pasta sheets and stuff. So I think the idea is just like try and cook more for yourself using natural ingredients, and yeah.
And for the people back home, what is an emulsifier?
Yeah. I'm not even good on that word because I can't remember what it's.
Oh, guys throwing around emulsifier doesn't even know what the word means.
Well, I know like soya lecithin is one of them, and it's added in chocolate as well.
What does it do though?
Is
it a preservative or?
No. I think it makes it thicker. It bonds the food together. Kind of like when an egg.
Oh, emulsify. That makes sense. I bet there's emulsifiers in soft serve and Mr. Whippy's.
Yeah, definitely. This is 95% emulsifier.
Yeah. I just feel like it's so much effort to like the counting the calories thing, the preservatives thing, or process thing. To like, I don't know what I do. It probably would be better just to have food that doesn't have any of that stuff in it. That probably would have a lot of health benefits. But I don't know. I think for me, it feels better just not to think about it.
When you were doing keto, because it's basically just meat and vegetables, did you find it easier to just stick to like lean stuff?
Well, I kind of do it now still, but like the way I did it before was like I would like have a bunch of eggs and bacon, and like I would get like a Italian sub, but I'd take the bread off, and like that's not healthy. I'm just eating Italian meats and like, but now it's like I feel like I actually eat like a chicken salad or like salmon with some like arugula or something. Like that's actually good for you, even though it still falls in like the keto category. But yeah, I used to just like I'd eat cheese, and like the whole thing was like it puts you in like ketosis, so like it just your body switches from burning whatever it usually burns to burning fat to get energy. Like, so if it's a carb, it burns fat.
From glucose to what are they called?
Yeah.
Ketones, yeah.
Ketones. That's the scientific way to do it.
When you go into ketosis.
Yeah. So like, it is the best way to lose weight, like, and still eat relatively tasty things, except for like donuts. But they have keto donuts. It's just cheese in a. It's just cheese in a circle. Yeah. The dude, the guy who does keto at the gym, made some like keto blueberry, not muffins, but some sort of baked good. It's really good, and it was very low carb. So, how do you make it? I don't know.
Next podcast, you can share your recipe with us.
I don't think, like, there's people that. I think there's a group of people. This is, again, an assumption on my side because I've never done any research into it, and I'm just thinking about it right now. But I feel like there's a group of people who, like, they want like the easy way to lose weight, and like the what is it, like the donut diet or whatever. Like, there's like been those diets that like easy way to lose weight, and like ultimately it just comes down to what you're doing. You know if you're eating unhealthy or healthy, and if you like generally practice healthy habits, then you can have unhealthy things every now and then. And like the longer you're like in your life, if you've practiced good habits for like 5-8 years, then you know more about like what your body can and can't do to sway from that middle ground. So like I can have a night where I have 5 cookies, and I know I won't lose myself over. I'm just as an example, and I know I won't lose my.
You won't lose weight, that's for sure.
that's true. But I'm trying to say I won't I'm not gonna fall off the rails. Like I know I'll get back to where things are.
Yeah, no, you need to have a healthy relationship with food, and it's all about moderation. What I do find that's quite good about diets sometimes is that they give you some structure. And counting calories, I don't like it either. And I get quite obsessive with it whenever I do it. But it does make you realize, kind of like, we all know what's not good to eat and what's good to eat. But it makes you realize how much everything is.
Yeah. And
it gives you some structure. And because I've got a feeling sometimes we tend to feast more than we should all the time. There's always I feel like I always treat myself. Like there's always a reason for
I always treat myself.
That donut,
Yeah.
This day would be. So yeah, I think it's good to have some structure, and a diet does bring that to the table. The planning table.
It's probably good for like people that haven't practiced that before, like to make it scientific and like learn about it. You can probably kind of make it kind of like a fun game too, or a game. So yeah, there probably is a lot of value to it. At least at the start, or for the rest of your life. Who cares? It's your life. Do how you want to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I will see like there's also like you'll see people that are like clearly out of shape and they eat whatever they want, but they're really happy, and it's like, am I really gaining that much from like eating? Like I enjoy the food I eat, but sure I would enjoy if I had a donut more often. This podcast brought to you by donuts. But like I'm gonna live to say 90, and that person's gonna live to 75 or 80. If like maybe I'll get hit by a car. Like, am I gaining that much from the 10 years? Like, of eating stuff I wouldn't enjoy as much. I don't know. Do you ever think about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, the juice says, well, extra years of life is good only if they're good years of life. So if you're very healthy till the end, I think that's worth it. If you're, in a wheelchair or anything or you can't function on your own, it's because you've overdone it in your early days. Maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah. I was actually no, I'm not gonna go down this route. Never mind.
Where are we going? We've gone through everything. We've gone through from food to height to farm that grow vertically.
I was gonna go wait. You mentioned, and I'll just go quick. We don't have to put it in the podcast. I was watching the wheelchair basketball, the when it was in like the Olympics, Special Olympics or whatever, and I don't understand where if you're in wheelchair basketball, wouldn't you just learn to just nail 3-pointers? You can't block someone in a wheelchair. You can't how are you supposed to defend someone in a wheelchair? If it's someone else in a wheelchair, you can't block the shot. So it should just be like one Steph Curry who just dominates wheelchair basketball. I don't get it.
Yeah. We have definitely sidetracked.
Yeah, you'll think about it when you see it next time. You'll be like, this. You can't block people in wheelchair basketball.
I'll think about it.
Did you play sports?
Okay, I think
Did we talk about that?
No, I'm really bad at sports. All of them. Shockingly bad.
Just uncoordinated?
Yeah, I really was when I was younger as well. I'm very flat-footed. And I think I tried everything, to be fair. I tried football, basketball, volleyball, handball. But I was terrible at everything.
I wonder what sport or activity would be the best for flat feet. So probably something that you'd want a stable ground on. I don't know. What would it be? Holding something above your head so it distributes the weight evenly across your feet?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great question.
I bet. Oh, you slide on the floor in your socks. You're probably pretty good at that.
Yeah, I mean, there's more floor to my feet than most people. So
yeah, I just realized.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, I just realized that I'm probably gonna have that whining noise in the background of my audio again because I think it's my air conditioner that does it.
Oh no! But it doesn't. It's funny because on Zoom I can't hear it.
Yeah,
I think it's only
Zoom technology filters out air conditioning. It makes it seem more
natural.
natural.
Edit it out with special effects.
Just put like a phaser on the background at all times. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. I don't know how people do that. Like when they isolate audio in a track, because it's like when we're editing this, it's like we have your audio and my audio, and you just basically mix and match. But if you just have the one audio file, how do you pull out the audio you don't want? I don't know how to do that.
He has no idea.
Yeah.
I know you want to.
I know, I use Audacity. I used to use that when I was younger as well, and there are some special effects, I think, to reduce noise level. And you can hear a preview, and you just have to apply it on your track, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I've heard Audacity is solid. Maybe I can do that. I know you want to end this podcast, but I won't let you. I'm going to keep coming up with random topics.
Let's do all the topics in one.
Yeah.
Then we can have a 2-minute podcast.
We're supposed to wrap up now?
Yeah, let's wrap up. I think this is what we need for next time. We need a wrap-up jingle or a wrap-up bit.
We do a wrap up. We wrap up, and then you say something off-putting, and then I cut, and then we go to a behind-the-scenes clip.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been the schema so far.
Yeah, it's just hard to isolate the most off-putting thing because they come so fast and frequent.
Let's just harmonize. It's wrap-up time. So It's wrap-up time.
You actually did that pretty good.
You can take the octave lower, or you can take a few notes down.
All right, that works. Am I wrapping up? I usually start the wrap up, don't I?
Yeah, you can wrap up.
And then you say,
Mm.
"I've got nothing to add."
Yeah, exactly.
What are we talking
Maybe
about?
not today. Maybe you'll have something to add.
Yeah. I feel like we just kind of talked about ourselves, and we didn't actually talk that philosophically. I mentioned how my diet's evolved over time. You mentioned how you've tried a bunch of different diets, and that you love couscous. You've fasted. I think that's the takeaway. Fasting works, and you know what you're doing. I think fasting that works, and don't pretend like you don't know you're not eating healthy. If you want to not eat healthy, that's fine. But don't say I can't lose weight and then go eat that cheese donut. You know? That's what I took away from this.
It's a great sum up. It's the end of wrap-up time.
I missed that one.
Okay, I need to say something dumb that you're going to cut me off.
There's plenty to choose from. Don't put pressure on yourself. And cut.
Yeah, I've got nothing. Exactly. And cat.